We've done the invocation. We've done the pledge. You know who your very qualified, lots of street cred DJ is, but if you're going to have a DJ, you have to have an MC. At least that's the way I grew up in Queens. And let me tell you a little something about your MC for the evening. Mr. Clifford D. Dawkins Jr. is a resident of Rockaway, New Jersey, where he lives with his wife and high school sweetheart, Tammy, and their young son and daughter. Now, the first time Cliff and I really had a heart-to-heart, he told me all about his life. And I was on the edge of my seat for the entire conversation. He told me how he was orphaned at a young age. Now, that was impressive. Now, Cliff independently made his way from Dover Public Schools, where he was a decorated scholar athlete. Let me remind you, he's had 11 varsity letters, captain of 3 teams, and maintained several records. Then he went on to Cornell University, where he graduated with distinction, earning a bachelor's in business administration, a concentration in organizational management, communications, and law, and a minor in Africana studies. Cliff next graduated from Rutgers University's Edward J. Blaustein School of Planning and Public Policy with a master's in public policy and a focus on labor, education, and social policy. Graduating again with distinction, Cliff represented his class as the convocation speaker at the Blaustein School's 20th anniversary. Additionally, Cliff was honored with the Blaustein School's coveted Outstanding Student Service Award for his contributions to his campus and affiliated communities. He also received the Gold United States President's Volunteer Service Award for his grant writing work with the Urban League of Morris County. Lastly, Cliff graduated from Rutgers School of Law, where he was elected the first year student of color to be president of the Student Bar Association. After law school, Cliff served as a law clerk to the Honorable Jose Fuentes, presiding judge of the Superior Court of New Jersey's Appellate Division. Cliff has founded and leads numerous community-based organizations. He had twice interned in U.S. Congress in the House of Representatives with Congressman Rodney Frelinghuysen and in the Senate with Senator Bob Menendez. Today, Cliff is an employment and labor attorney at a premier law firm, community organizer, professional mediator, arbitrator, and social entrepreneur. He was awarded the 2019 and 2020 National Black Lawyers 40 Under 40 Award and Top 100 Lawyers Award, the 2020 and 2021 Thomson Reuters Top Lawyers Rising Star, and the National Bar Association's 2020 Chairman's Award. My brothers and sisters, let me introduce to you tonight your MC, your host with the most, Mr. Clifford D. Dawkins Jr. Cliff, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good to see you all again, family. This is even easier this year because I see a lot of beautiful faces, a lot closer than I usually get to see it. Without further ado, Madam President, distinguished guests, honorees, family, and friends, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 89th Morris County NAACP Freedom Fund Gala. We have an exciting event planned for you all, so don't change that station. Thank you for joining us tonight, and stay tuned for a fantastic series of presentations and addresses from some of our beloved Morris County's finest. I'm Cliff Dawkins. As the good mayor stated, I am a business and labor and employment attorney from right here in Morris County, and I'll be your host for tonight's gala. That's right, the kids are away, so we will be reporting live from right here in Dawkins headquarters. Importantly, tonight is also a membership drive. So if you haven't already, now is the perfect time to either renew your membership with the Morris County NAACP or join for the first time the Morris County NAACP. That's what tonight is about. Now, if you've been to these galas over the past few years, you know I like to start things off with a few words, and I've been given strict, if not near impossible, orders to keep it short, which is tough for an attorney. My word is my bond, so I'll try. Last year's message was entitled maintaining focus in the eye of the storm. Tonight, the theme of my brief, and I do mean brief, I see you, Madam President, remarks are entitled Love Brought Us Through the Storm. Now we must keep loving. Okay, again, love brought us through the storm. Now we must keep loving. The last 4 years tested us. But 2020 was a rough year. It was a storm that brought with it many losses, from COVID-19 to millions losing their jobs due to economic downturn, heightened racial tensions, and even an attempted coup to disrupt the peaceful transition of power at the highest levels of government. We came through the storm. Now we must keep moving forward. Family, if you are here tonight, we have so much to celebrate. We survived 2020, but hundreds of thousands of our fellow Americans were not so fortunate. We came through the storm. Now we must keep living. We face some of the most hate-fueled times in our young nation's history. Vestiges of our nation's dark past surfaced and shook us to our very core. Yet we faced down those challenges anchored in love. We marched, we wrote, we gave speeches, we donated, and most importantly, we voted, anchored in love. And for it, we have begun to usher in a new hope-filled era for ourselves and our progeny. We came through the storm. Now we must not allow that feeling of relief that washed over us when President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris took office. We must not allow that to turn into the kind of complacency that landed us in the position to drum up the storm that was the last administration in the first place. We came through the storm. Now we must keep caring. I said I'd be short, so let me finish by reminding us of a song that we used to sing in church growing up all the time. The words of the song go like this: I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is his will that every need be supplied. This is my favorite part. You are important to me. I need you to survive. Family, we came through the storm. It was love that sustained us. And now, more than ever, we must keep loving.